Well, CBS 46 in your town this morning, and today we're in North Fulton County in Alpharetta. You know, just a few decades ago, the city was known for being quiet, rural, and not too many people.
Man, has there been a huge population boom in the last few years. One of the reasons why might surprise you. So Adam Harding is in Alpharetta live for us this morning. And I'm one of those folks that drives some of the rural areas and gets right into the heart of downtown, which is booming.
Yeah, I got to tell you, if you haven't driven through Alpharetta in a while, you know, we have a photographer who lived here a couple of years ago. We were driving up here as we were coming to do our story. He said, you know, it wasn't that long ago I was driving these roads and he doesn't recognize anything that's in place today. This city has really changed, certainly just in the last few years. And I want to put all of this into perspective for you. Keep in mind, about 20, 30 years ago, the population here in Alpharetta really wasn't all that high. There was about 3,000 people. This was a very rural community. Fast forward to 2019, more than 60,000 people now call Alpharetta home, and it is now one of Metro Atlanta's biggest metropolitan cities, and there might be one very unusual reason why. So you think you know Alpharetta, this once quiet farming community, is getting a reboot of sorts. The signs across town making it clear this is now the place to live, work, and play. Welcome to the competitive world of esports.
This is week 2, day 2.
Where video games take center stage in Alpharetta.
Gaming's really taken off. This was a competition that we did at Center Stage.
Todd Harris might as well be the gaming commissioner.
We're now 450 employees.
He's the co-founder of this state's largest gaming company and the president of Skillshot Media.
The best video game players in the world visit this facility. They duke it out for real world money.
Challenge, and I think it does help them.
Harris and his team have built an entire production studio.
This is where the Smite production happens.
Where the tournaments are streamed
How many of you guys in?
by millions of fans across the globe.
It's really, I would say, only the Super Bowl has a larger aggregate audience, and that's because there's a lot of passion around this.
There's 2 more, adapting with 1, both Polar Bear Mike and Arkle.
It's basically a full-time job. We spend easily like 10 hours a day, you know, prepping for everything.
Michael Heiss, who goes by the online name Polar Bear Mike, moved to Alpharetta earlier this year from New Jersey just so he could play professionally.
I had always played video games like with my friends in high school and middle school and stuff. And then in college, after I was done you know, going to class and doing all that stuff, I was playing this game.
Well, and there's Polar Bear Mike jumping forward.
How good are you?
Pretty good.
24-year-old Kenny Kuska moved here from France.
The lights are going to get turned off thanks to Arkle.
Was it hard to pick up and leave your family back in France?
That was kind of hard, but I mean, since this is what I like to do.
We can hit him, yeah.
They're both part of a growing industry taking shape in this once rural city north of Atlanta.
I think Alpharetta has deliberately branded themselves as a tech city pretty successfully. And when we started before high-res, the road out here was pretty much a dirt road. There was really no development back then, 20 years ago.
Today, the gizmos and gadgets, even the games,
It's a global product.
have helped Alpharetta become one of the Metro's largest cities. So it's pretty cool when you look at it that way, and it really is impressive when you think about just how much money is at stake for the players and how much money these games are bringing in for the city of Alpharetta. And it's really not a tough sell to bring people from all around the globe to live here in Alpharetta because A, it's close to Atlanta, B, it's close to the airport, and C, have you been here lately? This place is absolutely beautiful. And we talked about the population, now the 12th largest metro Atlanta city. Well, on any given day, thanks to Georgia 400, they could almost double their population just in terms of the number of cars that drive through this area. So Alpharetta, you're on the map in a good way, and games and the tech industry are a big reason why.